break it down, break it down. Oh, there we go again. I don't know why I keep echoing. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, well, here we are. Another week of foolishness. We're not even going to wait. We're just going to get right into the introductions because this week, I think it tops last week, which was hard, but it does. So let's introduce ourselves, ladies.
Hello, everyone. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thank you so much for allowing us the platform where you can listen to our show on the internet radio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. My name is Garcia. We tape live on YouTube, so be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel. And of course, check out our socials. The handle on all of them is Not Your Typical Girl Talk. So head over to Instagram, give us a follow there. Telly, sister, friend, sister, girl, sister.
Remember the show Sister, Tia Tamara? Sister. How much I missed you. Hey y'all, it's your girl Telly. I'm so happy to be here with my sisters here hosting with y'all. Not Your Typical Girl Talk, and we're still trying to make sense. I wish someone could create a word that's even worse than foolishness, because I feel like foolishness is being nice. The ridiculousness, the foolishness, the rhetoric, I don't know what. But y'all, Sheba wasn't lying. The stories this week,
Shenanigans.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, what's going on in our world? What's going on with some people? I don't know if the vaccine did a thing on some people. I don't know, y'all. Something has been long enough to see that someone needs to do a case study on the people that took, like, a vaccine or some kind of vid thing. Yeah, girl, something's going on. But anyway, Sheba, beautiful baby, tell these people who you are.
I'm Sheba. They call me Sheba. I'm the final member of this crew, and I'm not going to let these wonderful people wait. I'm just going to go into this first foolishness, which is just foolish indeed. In a segment I'm calling For a Dollar. Here we go.
For $1, name your favorite 3 black people.
Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, why him?
Because he's hot.
Yeah?
And then...
You like black guys? No.
I mean, just not my type.
Just him?
Yeah, he's hot. And
one of the good ones.
Yeah. And then, what's the president? Oh, I don't remember. Obama.
Yeah. What's Obama's first name?
Obama.
Okay.
What's his name? MLK? Martin Luther King Jr.
Who?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther
King Jr.
Is it Martha?
Michael.
Michael, yeah. Michael Luther King.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Michael.
That sounds like it got a ring to it.
No,
that ain't Michael.
Let's just go with it. Michael Luther King Jordan. Okay, and why him? What did he do?
He had a dream.
Yep. Well, about what?
His life.
Yep.
No, wasn't it congregation?
Congregation, girl, y'all are killing it right now. Oh my God. Okay, I'll give it to you. We out.
Was this Florida?
Girl, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Wyoming. I don't know.
Same thing.
Somewhere in the middle of America, definitely.
Their knowledge of Black history matches their outfits.
But did they realize he was asking them questions that they could have answered from people from the country they live in? Like, they live in that country. We live in Canada, and we actually take tests in school about American history and significant events in American history, and we need to know American presidents and American Martha Luther Jordan King Jr.
Junior. Is it Martha or do they mean Luther Vandross? Like, who are we talking about?
Luther Vandross.
Who are we talking about?
Also a great man in Black history.
Fabulous vocalist.
So yeah, my issue with this is, first of all, notice she even tripped up on the Michael B. Jordan, and it's like, he's hot. Okay, do you like black guys? No, he's one of the good ones. Yeah, that troubled me.
That's racism.
I'm like, So you think he's hot based on everyone else saying he's hot, not because you think he's hot.
Right.
It's like the cool thing to think he's hot. And then you don't know Barack Obama's full name. Like Toshiba just said,
He's y'all
don't
president.
we don't get through high school unless we can name the full name of all of the US presidents, and we're not even from the US.
We don't care to know your president's name.
But we need to know it. But we need to know it in order to excel here. And you're all there in America as teenagers, access to Chat GPT, Instagram, every living thing. You know who Michelle Obama is, but you don't know the president's full name.
Who spent 8 years in office? 8 full years. 8 years.
No, girl, they were too busy trying to figure out the congregation for Martha.
And then congregation?
Martha.
Y'all.
I'm sorry, what?
Congregation. He had a dream about congregation.
He had a dream about his life.
About his life. What was his life about? The congregation. Oh, I'm going to church now. Okay.
Oh my God.
Listen, these young women they're the future. They're the future of America.
They are
and
the
America,
future.
you've been warned. This is your future. Y'all gotta fix it. And please keep them out of my country because I don't want them here. We have our own problems. We have our own youth that's jacked up. We don't need America's mash up youth. We have our own mash up youth here. We don't need anyone else's problems. Thank you.
I did think he was hilarious. He was funny when he's like, "You go, girl, you got this." I love us. Like, let's switch from the idiots then. We are.
Send the idiot a little farther, right?
A little further.
As a people, we are hilarious. That's what I realized from this clip. I was like, we're funny people. Because that was hilarious. He knew they were wrong. But they felt like they were right after. They were like, yeah, he says he's black. And he says we're right. So it is Michael Luther King, Martha Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, get a clue. I think they should take that $1 and buy a book, maybe.
Buy a book.
Make their way to the library. Remember encyclopedias? Read a few of those. I don't know, but they all tickety talk.
Like they couldn't even name like if they honestly just said pure musicians. If they were like, you know, Travis Scott, Lil Wayne,
at least it's something. And
Lizzo, I would have been like, respect.
Fine.
They could have said Beyonce, Rihanna, Sierra, even just Beyonce,
Megan Thee Stallion, like
somebody black,
Cardi B. There's so many.
Somebody black,
and they couldn't. They got Michael B. Jordan,
and that was a struggle
because everybody thinks he's hot.
Correct. Okay, we move on. We move on. This one is sad, and we were sad in watching it. And this might be a trigger for some men because this was actually awful. But in a segment called Get Your Son, we will see what it means when men have to deal with, and crazy is not the unstable women with whom they have children. So in a segment called Get Your Son.
I do got rights. No, it's all right, son. The world needs to see how she act because she crazy.
Here's this star going back, by the way, from your raggedy ass mouth.
I just came to see my son graduate and get him a gift. That's all I did. You didn't make him by yourself, sweetie. And you ain't raised him by yourself. You know how much money I spend on my son? What prosecutor? I'm done playing with you. Man, look, I bought my son a gift for graduation, and look how she acting. Got my son crying because he wanted to see me. But this how bipolar people act. She just, I don't know what's wrong with her. Then she ain't tell nobody about the graduation, and she mad I found out. But it's cool. Talking about she got a prosecutor about to lock me up for what? For taking care of my son? Jacob, just stay praying, all right, bro? Love you too, man. Stay praying. Stay prayed up, son. It's gonna be all right. Stay prayed up, man. I love you. I already got you acting crazy. That's a mess, man. Mad because I came to see my son graduate.
I'm gonna go first because I really only have one message for women who are like this. These women are so mad at the men that they don't realize it's their behavior that's traumatizing their children. That was traumatizing for that son. This little boy is having to basically run his little feet behind his mom because she's walking so fast to not have him spend time with the man he clearly loves, because you heard him say, "I love you, Dad," as his mother is basically forcing him to get into the car and speed off away from his father, who simply wants to celebrate an accomplishment with him. So again, these women are so upset at these men. They don't realize it's their actions that are traumatizing their children. I'm done.
Okay, I'm just gonna go right quick. This is the thing, accountability, right? You had a relationship with this man. You allowed him to sleep in your bed.
That part.
You had a child. Unlike some people with their experience with baby fathers or whatever you want to classify it as, they don't have the father showing up with gifts or paying child support. Here we have a man that has made the time to pay child support, even though the mother is being, and then you cuss him in an open public place where this graduation is happening. So other kids, other parents can hear the foolishness. And then this poor little boy who is being traumatized, like I'm traumatized and it has nothing to do with me. And I feel for that little boy, rather than stopping and saying, okay, you know what? I don't have anything to say to him. I'm just going to stand here. You go talk to your dad for like 10 minutes. I'll wait in the car. Like, no. She proceeds to threaten him with legal actions, even though he's done nothing.
Nothing.
Screaming at the top of her lungs through the parking lot, just like how the white people expect her to.
Thank you.
Making this little boy look crazy in these streets. When it was her decision to be with this man.
Yeah, that's the sad part. You know, I'm sure that she, I don't know. I mean, I feel like some parents, especially her, needs to put themselves in their kids' shoes. Like, I don't know if she was not raised with a father. So I'm sure maybe when she was small, she probably wished, oh my gosh, I wish I knew who my dad was, or I wish I could spend time with my dad. Then you fast forward to the present day, and this is how she's going on. She's just passing on this really disgusting seed. And I'm sorry, Black women, but a lot of y'all are too relatable to this woman. You claim that you want the father to be a part of your son or your daughter's life. And when the man who has all rights to be there for their child tries to do that, this is what we get.
She tried to hide the graduation from him.
That's wrong.
He heard, by the way, that the child's graduation was happening. Like,
listen, it's awful. I have a child, and she's gone through 4 different graduations in life. Actually, 5. No, 6. She had her little graduation in daycare. She had a graduation for kindergarten. She had a graduation from the 6th grade. She had a graduation for the 8th grade. She had a graduation for high school, and she had a graduation for university. I had none of those from her father. He was there at every single one of them. He might have missed the baby graduation, but the other 5, he was definitely there.
Right.
Why?
He knew it was happening.
We made her together. We made her together. We made her together. We made her together.
I mean, maybe this woman feels that make the baby together, but separate everything else. I don't know what this woman's mindset is.
Girl, we have heard women like this before, where it's like, my child, and it's like, actually, the father's right there, sis. Like, y'all.
It's like she wants to. Like, okay, fine, you two don't get along, but the man's clearly being cordial, and you're too grown to be going on this babyish. Come on, man.
Clearly not.
You're too grown. But I guess she wants to act this way. So, sir, I hope that you get full custody. Save your child.
Thank you.
Save
That's what I
your
said.
baby boy. Save your boy. Because if he goes up with to grow up with this woman, I don't want to know how this kid turns out. He's not going to turn out right.
Can I also say too, for people that are listening on the radio and they couldn't see the video, it's obvious that this is a mature couple. Like the woman isn't a young 22-year-old. This woman is in her late 40s. It looks like almost like in her 50s.
She's grown.
Like she's an older woman. So we're not dealing with an immature, young kid that doesn't know any better. We're dealing with a grown woman that should know better for her age.
So we wish the son the best. And we hope the father, like I said in my comment on this video, I hope he takes the video and brings her to court for custody. If not full, at least joint custody, because that was an absolutely horrible display of parenthood on her part. Anywho, moving on to some, listen, I don't know if this is lighter or it's just more foolish, but in a section I am calling What in the Lion King, this is what was performed recently on Juneteenth by what appears to be a Navy choir. Now here we go. I think I'm just going to take it to the comments. I think this is the safest.
I just want to say
today, right? It was a beautiful day.
It was actually.
It was gorgeous.
I just don't want to say something for people because they heard that, people on the radio, and I know you're thinking of the ensemble that just sang that, but I just want you all to know that everyone on the stage basically was white. And there was one person that was maybe like Mexican or Hispanic. So here we go.
So the first comment comes from a white man who simply says, I'd like to apologize, ... shrug emoji. The next person says, just pouring mayonnaise all over our ancestors. The next person says, I don't know how to feel about this, but they didn't sound bad. The next person said, God damn it, Navy, we only asked for one thing, not to be weird on Juneteenth. Signed, Army Vets. Sorry. They said, why in the F do people equate songs from The Lion King with Black history? Why not just sing Hakuna Matata? Oh my God. Yo, Captain Janeway can sing. Hold on, there isn't a single black person there, which we quoted. There's What's Happening, presented misappropriation, and this the Hell Nah Choir. Good night. As a Navy veteran, I'm officially no longer feeling bad that I was kicked out for smoking weed 30 years ago. I don't have any more after this. I also don't know how to feel about this.
Okay, so
I
here's the
don't
thing.
know how to feel.
So they did sound good. Like I'm not going to take that away from them. My issue is it's Juneteenth. And they decided the best way to pay respect to Black people's contribution
Correct.
to America
Correct.
is to sing a song that was written by Elton John and Tim Rice, who are both white men, written for a film for Disney.
Correct.
And then said to honor the Black people, and because Black people are from Africa, let's sing this song that is not actually African because we don't know anything else about Black people. That's what it says to me.
They're trying too hard. Like they're trying so hard to like they want to serenade us and all this crap. I'm like, look, yo, if you want to like help the Black community, give us your money, spend in our businesses, give us cash, give us the money that you owe us for slavery. That would be an actual Juneteenth. Another holiday, what's that? Give us money. Pay us for our dues. That's how you celebrate Juneteenth. Take your Hakuna Matata and shove it. No one asked for your Hakuna Matata, your Lion King. Nobody asked.
Also,
nobody.
Disney is smart. You notice they've never cast white people to play anyone in The Lion King. The Lion King is always a completely Black cast for a reason.
Well, I guess the Navy thinks differently.
You know, thank you for your service, Navy. That's what I'll say. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Never do this again.
Right.
Please don't ever do this again.
Ever. And we're done. Actually, I have nothing. Because this next one here, now this is hilarious. They say that the younger generation, and even some of us older generation, we're not attending church the way that we used to. And so preachers and pastors and bishops and deacons have had to find very unique ways to bring us back into the fold, to bring us back to church. Well, this one pastor said, I got something for y'all. So in a segment called Come Through, Pastor, here we go.
The devil tried to block me, tried to stop me, but no. Trying to steal my blessing, but God said, oh no. I'ma send some angels to help my remnant. They're gonna see my goodness in the end time like never before. Ever. You've been hit by, you've been stuck by the word of God.
Again, one more time. Come on.
The devil tried to block me, tried to stop me, but no. Trying to steal my blessing, but God said, oh no. I'ma send some angels to help my remnant. They're gonna see my goodness in the end time like never before. Ever. You've been hit by, you've been stuck by the word of God.
Drop the Bible.
Well, I mean, he dropped something. Go ahead. These days, whatever pastors have to do to get the people into the sanctuary, sir, go ahead. No, Michael was a Christian.
Oh Lord.
Go ahead.
I am here. I won't lie. I was here for all of it. I said, you know what? Because he had to change the lyrics. He had to get the whole the background music to get it all together. That took some time. He put effort in. He didn't just sing one from the hymnal. He said, no, please.
No time for Amazing Grace.
Small works, small things, right? He said, no, I'm going to come in and do an original piece. Come through, Pastor.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do.
I
I see
mean,
nothing wrong.
I'm not
listen, he's creative.
He is.
Bless
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
I'm not mad at him because he's definitely better than what was the one there, Bishop Lamar Whitehead.
Oh.
Remember him? Remember him?
dear
No, let's
Lord.
not.
In
Let's
the
not
designer
remember.
outfits.
Let's not remember
The
him.
fake, the fake Louis
Fake
Vuitton
robbery
suit.
and stealing from his parishioners and
Wearing-
being a bishop after coming out of jail.
and driving a Rolls Royce when they arrested him.
Yeah, and even though he had like 20
Everything,
people in
his
the entire
entire
church.
down the staging the
Right?
whole
Yes.
jewelry
The robbery.
takedown in the sanctuary.
Yes.
It was awful. Yeah. So at least this is a pastor who said, I'm gonna bring the flock. I'm
He's
gonna bring the
honest.
flock to me, and this is
Yep.
what I'm gonna do. And I guarantee you, this has gone viral. If they let me check if they
I'm
have
sure.
here his churches.
Yeah, they need to put the address up in the comments.
They should choose to put a link to donate to his sanctuary.
That's right.
Let me double check if they say
What's the Cash App?
where he at. They said, hold on, where he at? Somebody put it's called a smooth hymnal.
That's
Hold on. No, they don't put. I wish they'd add where the church was because that would have been great. Because I think that's important. We should know where this pastor is because he's bringing the flock to him. You go, pastor. If you're gonna do something unique, this is the stuff you do. So come through, pastor. But before we go to the rest of the foolishness, because there's 4 more segments to go. Garcia's gonna reset the room.
Yes, it's time for a reset. Thank you for joining us here on Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out the replays of our show on the internet radio Saturdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We tape live here on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram. You got to do that because these little clip deals where you can just get little doses, so good. So make sure to follow us. Not Your Typical Girl Talk is the handle. And yeah, that's everything. I think we're set. We're ready for another 4. Let's go.
Let's go. This one, unfortunately, for those of you on the radio, you're not going to hear any sound. And so once I play this video, Auntie Garcia is going to let you know what the heck we just had to witness for 8 seconds. But I mean, the people who are watching, you're in for a treat. So you know what, women, we use ways to make our hair longer. We color our hair. We do all kinds of things. When men have decided that they're going to join the hair gang and they're going to start doing things differently. In a segment called Hell Nah, this man is showing off his new hairstyle. And go. Ah!
Wow.
Well, girl, explain this to the people.
So this will be fun. All right. So picture it. It's a packed barber shop, right? Men are getting their hair cut. Men are getting styled up. But there's one man in particular where the camera starts to focus on because this man be looking crazy. So, you know how everyone makes fun of Jermaine Jackson for basically looking like he has painted his head with just some black lacquer paint?
Yes.
There's a man sitting there literally with a hairline, sideburns, beard, completely painted on shiny glossy paint that you would use to paint your shed on his head and his face. And he's sitting there like, I look amazing. And it's just this black paint glowing. The fluorescent lights are hitting it, and it's like
it's shining like a diamond.
Not fluorescent lights.
It's glistening.
Yeah, it's glistening,
girl.
Hold on, I need to play it again because I know that 1 second.
You can see the reflection, child.
Girl, look.
You can't miss it. It's like right on his head. You can see the fluorescent light bulb shining off of it. It's a bowling ball. I hope he didn't pay a lot for that. Actually, I hope he did pay a lot. I hope he did.
It's not just his head top. I'm realizing his entire beard.
Yes. Yes. The whole
Like, what do you
thing.
even call that? What service did he go in? Like, did he just say to them, "Yo, I want a
paint job,
a liqueur paint job with a bowling ball style"? Like, how do you even call that?
Ball style.
I don't know how much this food is. I need to look this up now. Like,
wow. My issue is with all of these kind of videos, and I get it. You know, some people, I'm all for whatever you need to do. You know, I love wigs. I love, like when braids are in women's hair, I love braids. I love beautiful extensions and weaves. Enjoy that. I get it. But it needs to look good. Right? Like, sir, like the beard too.
Yeah, I think that's like the weird. I mean, the whole thing, but the beard makes it look like it's something mentally wrong.
Yeah,
like he has a mental disability.
You can actually even start to see that second time we watched. I noticed there's like you can see the chalk line that they had put there. To make sure.
No
chalk line.
Listen, this chalk line. Like that.
We're watching it again because every time you watch it again, now I'm looking up for that.
Something new.
You see something new, and I'm like, you can see the chalk. See along the beard.
Oh yeah,
it's like right near his mouth.
Right near his mouth. I mean, it could be cocaine, but
right near his mouth, there's like
cocaine to take that hairstyle and that beard.
It is.
And then this is
there's somebody wrong.
This is like a mature man. It's like, sir, you're old enough to be secure.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's doing a cute little young thing, and he's trying to impress her with this.
Has to be it.
What?
That has to be
pick her up after work, and she's gonna be like, "Who?"
That has to be it. That's all it is. He got a cute new young thing, and he's trying to do
impress her with this,
y'all.
Yo. I don't know.
We're done.
I wish that someone would disclose how much he paid for it. I'm just curious to how much this man paid. Because that's a lot of product on his scalp.
It certainly is.
How long does it last for? And like, is it like
once it rains, it's like
good night. You know what? We're done. Cause imagine, for real, imagine you're out the door with your new man, okay? And
his whole head and beard.
Remember when Rudy Giuliani was at that one event and his
hair lines were too much?
Listen, I'm done. I am done. I'm done. Okay, we're done with this. You know, thank you, Internet, for sharing. We appreciate you because that was quite something we wish we didn't have to see, but we did.
Three times.
Because again, every time we saw something new. But this one here, we have missed our people from 6 Brown Chicks. It's not something to watch, but it's something that I am going to read in a segment we're calling Testify. I thought the grass was greener at another woman's house, and I foolishly left my wife for a month. My wife told me if I attended the Wednesday night church with her, I could come back home. Church was packed. The preacher, "Don't worry about going to hell. All the devils are here, and we're exposing those devils tonight." I should have bolted for the door, but my wife wanted me there. The choir sang a haunting song, "Truth cleanses the sin away." WTF? Question mark. Now I knew why the church was packed. In therapy, you sit in a circle and tell your dirt. At Pastor's Wednesday cleanse, your significant other tells your dirt. My wife testified about my affair, and I felt so low. I wanted to melt into a puddle and slide under the door. I apologized with tears streaming down my face. She forgave me and asked the congregation to pray for our marriage. I felt cleansed until 2 women accused my wife of sending nudes and offering blow to their husbands. The men turned her down, so she didn't apologize. A 3rd woman caught her man with my wife. During that woman's testimony, my wife shouted, "It ain't your turn, Brenda." Then my wife stood up and left. She refuses to discuss this. Advice?
No, it's Brenda's turn indeed. It is your turn, Brenda, because I want to know everyone's business. It's Brenda's turn. Wow, so she brought her husband to Hell Night, and then
Hell Night.
Hell Night, and then he has to embarrass himself in front of everyone with her telling out all of his business. But then the 2 sisters were like, "Oh, okay. You think that all the devils are exposed, ma'am? Do you not hear what the pastor said? All of the devils.
Yes, all of them.
Don't go throwing rocks at glass houses, ma'am. Oh, it's gonna hit you. Okay, girl. Going around doing mouth things,
wanting to do the mouth things, and thinking that you don't need to apologize because they
nothing
turned you
happened.
down."
But then when Brenda wanted to speak her truth, why
Thank
didn't
you.
you let Brenda speak her truth?
You said, Brenda, no. But again, she was clear. Okay. I'm not apologizing for things I offered. They didn't accept. I didn't do it. I don't need a cleanse. It's okay that I'm offering BJs to other women's husbands.
Especially men in the church.
That's a mess. It's on display tonight.
They obviously don't go to the Annie Are You Okay church.
Yeah, they need to go to the Annie Are You Okay church. If they did, they would be okay. I don't know if they'd
You've been the word of God.
Drop. The word of God.
Oh,
this church is whack.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on. How come she couldn't take her cleansing testify ceremony, but she made her husband basically stand there in like the depths of cleanse hell?
Yep.
And have to cry and all this thing, but you can get up and go and tell Brenda that it's not her business. It is Brenda's business. It is Brenda's turn because you're trying to screw Brenda's man.
Yeah.
Brenda's turn.
Brenda had, like you said, Brenda had her truth to share.
She did.
And it was a night of sharing, and you didn't want to hear it, so you left.
Caring. She left. Why didn't they lock the doors? Saying, "Oh, okay, you want to try to leave? You're not leaving nowhere, hooker. You're going to put your backside down in this sanctuary, and they're going to let Brenda speak her truth because Brenda caught you actually performing the act. So you do have a soul to cleanse. Get back in that baptism pool, sister."
Not baptism pool. Maybe that's what they need to add to that.
She's taking the whole greet thy brother and sister with a holy kiss. She's taking it too far.
Right?
This is beyond the holy kiss.
It's not that type of kiss, sis.
Bars.
I can't.
Listen.
I can't. She said it's not your turn, Brenda. Not your turn.
I think Brenda should still speak her truth.
People of the Lord, y'all need to do better. Like,
this also shows that you should never skip. Like, don't you hate that? When you skip it's always like the in-week services where things go like, hey,
yeah.
That's like, oh, I showed to prayer meeting that night. I should have went to Bible study. Why didn't I go to fasting? That's what. See, God's like, aha, gotcha. You should have went to prayer meeting that night. You would have went to Hell Night and known everyone's business.
Hell Night. I'm still testing Hell Night.
Hell Night.
Yes, girl. Hell Night.
Oh my God, I can't. That was hilarious.
It's the most wonderful night of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
So wherever this church goes, we need to find it on Wednesday and just do the show from there because who needs that? We have all the foolishness.
Right.
And we can talk to the people
we can
having their soul cleansed.
Right. We can be like, hey.
So Brenda just exposed you, man, about giving something and something to this other brother. How do you feel about that? You just exposed your husband and now Brenda has exposed you. Is there anything you want to expose? Not your body part, just like, other people did you have done this action to?
I'm dead.
Brenda, do you want to have some more words? Do you have more words?
Right,
Or
We'd become the TMZ, the TMZ of foolishness.
the
We
TMZ
would
of the
just
church.
run people down and be like, speak to us.
Right? They would. They would.
That is nuts. Anyways, good luck to them. I have no advice, sir. Your wife is a charlatan. So I've got nothing. We're done with you. We have 2 more segments to go. The next one in the segment, You're Grounded. If you are not watching us live, please come and watch us live if you're listening to the radio, because seeing these clips is priceless. So we are about to play a clip that is absolutely hilarious in a segment called You're Grounded. Here we go.
Bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for me. Bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe. What's a coochie?
Those of you on the radio, what you actually, I'm echoing. So, Car, tell them what they're seeing because I'm echoing.
Okay, so what we have here is, so you heard the passion in which this young this young man singing a very popular hip hop tune. But the thing that you don't know from just listening on the radio is that he has his mom and dad sitting beside him. So I think in a way he wanted to trick them by saying, oh, mom and dad, I'm going to sing you a song that I learned or something. So he's got his acoustic guitar, like he's going to like rock out. And the song starts and the mother, from the moment she hears the C word, you know your mom, everybody. Her face is like looking at him like, here's the problem though. The best reaction is his father. Because his father, when it starts, he's like, he hears the C word and then he looks for a second, but then he's like, I spent money on that guitar and this boy is learning the guitar. So he starts really jamming.
Guitars are expensive.
Listen,
this
and that boy is going at his guitar like he's in a grunge band.
It's like Nirvana came back.
Yeah, from the 90s.
He's like Kurt Cobain possessed by soul.
Girl, it got so funny that even he could no longer, like he just starts laughing at himself because he is saying, hands on your knees. And, like, girl,
he went for it.
And here's this, young white boy who looks like maybe he's like 16.
He's a child.
He is a child.
He's a full-on picnic.
And his part at the end is the father turning to the mom and saying, "What's a coochie? What's a coochie?"
This is like from like Wisconsin.
Yeah, I bet you they are.
From like Nebraska. They're from somewhere that's very, very
definitely the middle of America.
Middle of America.
Yeah. We must play this again.
Yes.
This is hilarious. Let's play it again. Because the next one we're about to play is absolute foolishness. So let's play this one again. Here we go.
Bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for me. Bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe. What's a coochie?
His mother's gonna kill him. Like,
he's grounded.
Someone needs in the video. Actually, there's a little caption that says, "Please protect this white boy."
Yeah, protect him.
Like, because his mother is
going.
Listen, his mother is gonna lock him up in the barn and like ground him.
Not the barn. Now we automatically know he's a farm boy. Oh no.
His dad was like, good song, son, because he was rocking with the son. He's like,
he ignored
his wife, like, why did you even? This is a good song.
The father probably thought he wrote it. He's like, wow.
That probably thought he probably did. He probably did. He probably thought he wrote the song.
Like, wow.
My son is like Paul McCartney. Oh my, look at him with these lyrics. He's the new John Lennon.
Yes.
Go ahead, son. Oh, he's Brian McKnight.
Oh my God.
Yes, do that thing.
That was
Her knees. I gotta tell this. I gotta record this for my family and friends.
Shake that
Shake that
ASS
thing,
for Drake.
Hands on your. I gotta call grandma. The family barbecue comes around and he's like, "Get up there, son."
The father
Mom's
starts
like,
to get
"No."
him gigs.
Right?
The father's like
the same tune, and everyone else is looking at him like, "You do like what?" But the black people are like, "Go ahead, boys."
Listen,
hands on your knees.
Listen.
Hands on your knees. Listen.
Just drop a beat to that and you know
fire track.
You know we're all out there at the cookout. Like, yes.
This little boy can come to the cookout. He's invited.
Right to the cookout. Grab a plate, grab a seat, do the whole thing.
Yes.
Sing that song.
He might even get a plus one.
Yes.
Because we don't usually invite plus ones. We just invite you.
Right.
But he get a plus one for that.
You bring his dad. His dad was
yes.
His dad was a supporter.
That's right.
Okay.
For the culture.
We're going to transition into the last bit of foolishness. Let me just say I had to take a 5, almost 6-minute clip and bring it to under 3 minutes because I just need to get to the meat and potatoes of what this man says. So it has been a while since we featured this lady's show on our show. So Kendra G, for those of you who don't know, she has a dating show where she has people call in and ask them a bunch of questions about what they're looking for in a partner. And then at the end, you can, learn how to contact this person. Well, this particular man not only was looking for dating, he also had a bit of a confession about some of the future things he was doing in his life. So in this segment, I'm calling Confessions. We will all enjoy.
So we got Van, Alabama, 50, Sagittarius. He's a retired government worker. Dad to 4 kids by 2 of his ex-wives. What kind of woman are you looking for, Van?
Someone who's mature, sure of herself. I said that not overly emotionally thing. And that applies. Whatever I required of myself as well. And someone who's open-minded. My situation is a little different. I'm a male, a heterosexual male that's changing over.
So you're transitioning to become a woman?
Yes. So that's why I mean by open-minded. So my situation.
Wait a minute, Van. Wait a minute. So Van, okay, you've been married twice. Right. So would you consider yourself gay?
No, that's okay. In my current state, or I guess I pretty much present as male, honestly. But I guess if I would define my orientation, I would say it's the same, but the package is changing. If that makes sense.
So, do you want in this new package? Do you want to date women or men?
I would like a female.
So you want to continue to date females, but you're gonna become a woman.
A trans
woman. Are you gonna do the body surgery?
Right. Yes. Very much so. Yeah.
Now, I want to just ask this because you got 4 kids. You were married twice. Was this always inside of you? Did you always have this desire to do this?
Yes. I would say I never really felt in touch with masculinity. I had the male experience, of course. Growing up, I had girlfriends, got married, obviously had kids, but I kind of feel that the way I can put it, that I'm missing out on life by not experience the other gender. And hopefully within a year, I'll have everything done, with a snip and everything. So that's why I say I need an open-minded woman because,
When a woman that doesn't want, so you want a woman that doesn't mind you dressing like her and also doesn't want a penis.
Right.
Wow. So he's not gay, but he's transitioning into a woman and still wants a woman because he's straight, but he wants to look like a girl. So he's doing the surgery in less than a year. You know what the dry part is? Because of how the economy is, you know there's some woman out there that's like, I'm open-minded. I can do that. You know there's a girl in that chat that's like, yeah, I can do that. Does he have a house? He works for the government. He's worked for the government, so that means he has a good pension, or she, whatever this man is right now. Okay, sir.
Here's my thing, and I'm gonna be as
confusing.
politically correct as I can be.
It's very confusing.
Number one, why are you out here showing yourself on the internet like this, sir?
Because he's trying to be truthful.
Because he didn't actually need to say any of that. That conversation is for you and the woman that contacts you later on. You all talk about that. That's number one. Number two, if you're going through this entire transition situation, why would you bring your new partner into that? Wouldn't you only start dating after? That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to change my life. I'm basically I'm unaliving my present self.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. They give you a certificate and say, here you go, Brian. You are now Belinda. Yeah, Brian is gone. He's unalived, right? So why not wait until you've done your transition, do all the things, and then go out there and present in the way that you are going to be for your life and let the person decide if they want to be with you?
I think it's because he wants someone to take care of him while he's going through his transition.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
He wants a nurse to take care of him. I guess. I don't know.
Pay for the medication, perhaps?
I'm just gonna go to the comments. I'm gonna go to the comments. So one person asked, where are these people coming from? Somebody responds, hell.
The church, that same church there with the not in your okay. The other church, the woman and her man, the woman getting all those men, the BJs. That's the church that this man is coming from.
Oh Lord.
Y'all gotta watch for that particular church. Find the NRUOK one. That man, he's the truth.
The next person says he's going to look like Miss Nettie after his transition.
And
the next person says, so he's a straight male who wants to become. Give me a second. I should have read that before I started. She says, so he's a straight male who wants to become a trans lesbian.
Yes. I think that person got it right. They said it right.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yes.
I get it now. That's what
this conversation
is trying to be.
The issue, and I feel a way for Kendra because the conversations that she sometimes has to deal with, these are conversations that should be had with a therapist.
Yeah.
Like, why are you putting this burden on this woman? Have that conversation with the woman that decides to message you and want to date you. Why are you out here on here? What? Why?
Somebody just pointed out that it's actually Men's Mental Health Month. And maybe that's just because I'm just going to repeat what this woman said that broke it down for us. So he's a straight male who wants to become a trans lesbian and still wants to date women. And he's going to go ahead and remove his male parts to get a vajayjay.
Yes.
Instead of just cross-dressing, just put on the one dress and walk around your house.
Right.
You're gonna do the whole thing.
Right.
It's Men's Mental Health Month, people. But I'm gonna continue. This person said, "This is why aliens don't talk to us."
Yep. They're afraid. Hell, I'm afraid. Yep.
Next person said, "What the F in the Bruce Jenner is going on here?"
Well,
the next person said, "He can't even take himself seriously. Jesus wept."
yeah.
And then the last one I'm going to read, and this is the accurate because this is what I was thinking. He's going to be a very unattractive woman.
Yeah.
Also that.
Well, you know, to each their own. I hands on your knees. I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah, why can't life be simple? Why can't we just have like little white kids with their guitars singing hip hop songs
and just breaking them down so that
like life would be so much simpler.
So
he should have sang.
But why didn't he sing with the Navy and sing? Why didn't he sing the lead in that instead?
There is a difference, right? Because he did it because he just enjoys that song. He wasn't sitting there like, Happy Black History Month or Happy Juneteenth.
He just really loves that song and wanted to break it down.
Right. He wasn't being performative. He was just singing a song that he liked.
Okay. The lesson I just took away from that segment is I will not date or marry a man who says, I need you to be open-minded. Open-minded means you're about to tell me some bullshit.
You're going to drop a bomb on people that no one's loaded. No one needs that. Mm-mm. I mean, the only good thing about this whole thing is that he said it before someone even invested their time into him. So I guess that's probably the only good thing. Because imagine if he didn't say something and then someone really does reach out and really has a connection and then he drops that kind of...
I mean, he's literally dropping everything. He's chopping his...
He's dropping everything.
It's such a different thing that this
is a lot.
People that usually make these changes, these drastic,
Don't
changes,
do so at 50 odd.
Right. I could see if, let's say, he was still with one of his wives and they've been married for like 20 years. That love is so deep that the wife decides, I'm fine with whatever changes you want to do. And they can discuss how far that change goes, right? We know that there are different types of surgeries. I'm not going to go into all of that, but the whole point is that you come on the show and say, yeah, so like, I need someone that's open-minded. And it's just like,
we're done. I need a woman, don't be clear, I need a woman that's open-minded because I'm a heterosexual man who's about to be a trans lesbian. Okay, we're done. Okay, I think that's it. I think we, we did a lot. You learned a lot. We're done. Kelly, we're done. We're done.
Yeah, we made it through. Well, everyone, there you have it. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated by iHeartRadio. Check out our replays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. We tape live right here on YouTube. Make sure to check us out 9:30 on Wednesdays. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget also to follow us right here. Subscribe to our channel. Find us on IG. And we have a Facebook group as well under the same name, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Whew, this was a lot. But y'all listen, amongst everything, keep fit, have fun, get them hands on them knees, as the little white boy said, protect that child at all costs. And Kendra G, girl, we're praying for you, child. And Pastor, and are you okay? Give us your Cash App, send us your PayPal. I don't know, sir. We want to give our tithes to your church. Take, next Michael Jackson song you gotta try to figure out lyrics to is literally "Want to Be Starting Something." Like that has a beat, yo. Like let's get to it. Black or white, do something, sir. You're a talented man. You're taking lyrics and figuring it out. You can do it. I believe in you. But Pastor, do not do a remix of "Hands on Your Knees." That is not a church song. Not holy. The little white boy, you go ahead. Till next time, everyone, keep it, have fun. Bye. We got, I'm telling you, we got Queen Sheba. Okay.
Bye.